Did you know that in Thailand, India, Egypt, Mexico, Indonesia, and Turkey, tourists lose millions of dollars every year to scams? And the worst part? It's getting even worse. From rigged taxi meters to fake police officers, this place has mastered the art of fleecing unsuspecting visitors. If you're planning a trip anytime soon, you need to watch this till the end, because knowing these scams might just save your wallet and your sanity. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more eye-opening travel content. Now, let's get into it. The taxi trap. You've just landed after a long flight, exhausted and excited. You grab a taxi outside the airport, and before you know it, the meter is spinning faster than your head. Congratulations! You've just fallen for one of the oldest tourist scams in the book. Many countries are notorious for taxi scams, where drivers either refuse to use the meter, have one that's been tampered with, or even claim the meter is broken to charge outrageous flat fees. Some drivers take unnecessarily long routes to increase the fare, while others may pretend they don't have change, forcing you to overpay. In certain places, taxi drivers collaborate with hotels or shops to drop tourists off at overpriced locations, where they receive a commission. And don't be fooled by an official-looking taxi. Some scammers operate unlicensed vehicles that charge absurd fees or even pose safety risks. The solution? Always use rideshare apps or official taxi stands inside airports and hotels. Research standard fares before you arrive, and don't be afraid to negotiate if needed. If a taxi driver approaches you first, offers an unsolicited ride, or refuses to turn on the meter, walk away. Better yet, run. Fake tour guides. You're strolling through a historic district when a friendly, well-dressed local offers to show you around. For free. Lucky you, right? Wrong. By the end of the tour, you'll find yourself pressured into buying overpriced souvenirs, eating at an expensive restaurant they highly recommend, or even asked for a tip that's 3 times the cost of your actual meal. Always book official tours through reputable sources, and if someone offers a free tour out of nowhere, just smile and keep walking. Hotel nightmares. You found an amazing hotel deal online, almost too good to be true. You show up and surprise! The hotel either doesn't exist, is a rundown disaster, or suddenly lost your reservation. Now, you're left scrambling for a last-minute place to stay at triple the price. In some cases, scammers pose as legitimate hotels, listing fake properties with stolen images, only for travelers to find themselves stranded upon arrival. Other times, the hotel exists but drastically misrepresents its conditions, with dirty rooms, non-existent amenities, or a completely different location than advertised. Some fraudulent hotels claim they never received your booking or demand extra fees for mandatory services that were never mentioned before. Worse yet, some places will cancel your reservation at the last minute and offer to relocate you to a lower quality hotel at an inflated price, pocketing the difference. To avoid this nightmare, always book through well-known platforms with strong customer support. Read multiple reviews, especially recent ones, and cross-check the hotel's website. If a deal looks too good to be true, it probably is. And when in doubt, call the hotel directly before booking to confirm its legitimacy. Fake police officers. You're casually exploring the city when a man in uniform stops you, asking to see your passport and accusing you of breaking a law you didn't even know existed. Next thing you know, you're being forced to pay an on-the-spot fine to avoid trouble. Real police rarely ask for on-the-spot fines. If this happens, demand to be taken to the nearest police station. 9 times out of 10, the officer will back off immediately. Currency exchange scams. You find a money exchange booth offering a fantastic rate, better than any bank. You hand over your cash and somehow you receive way less than expected. Sometimes the clerk uses sleight-of-hand tricks to pocket some of your money, while other times, hidden fees suddenly appear in the transaction. Some exchange offices even manipulate their calculators or miscount bills at lightning speed, making it hard for you to notice the difference. In other cases, the exchange rate displayed outside is misleading, and you only realize the scam after the transaction is complete. Some places even claim to have no smaller bills to give you proper change, forcing you to accept a lesser amount. The best way to avoid these scams? Stick to ATMs or official exchange offices inside banks. Always double-check the math before handing over your cash. Count your money in front of the cashier, and be wary of any extra fees suddenly added. And if a rate seems too good to be true, walk away, because it probably is. Fake ATMs. Speaking of money, one of the easiest ways to get scammed is by using an ATM that's been tampered with. Skimmers, small devices attached to the card slot, secretly steal your card information, while hidden cameras record your PIN. Some scammers even place a fake keypad over the real one to capture keystrokes, making it effortless for them to drain your bank account before you even realize something is wrong. Other tactics include cash trapping, where scammers place a device inside the ATM's cash dispenser, preventing it from dispensing money. When you walk away frustrated, they swoop in and retrieve the cash themselves. Some criminals even install fake ATM screens that display an error message after you enter your PIN, tricking you into thinking the transaction failed. Meanwhile, your details have already been stolen. Always use ATMs inside banks or well-lit high-traffic areas. Before inserting your card, check for loose card slots, misaligned screens, or unusual attachments. Cover your PIN with your hand while typing, and if anything seems off, extra cameras, odd keypads, or unresponsive buttons, find another machine. When in doubt, withdraw money inside a bank with a teller instead. Overpriced souvenirs. You walk into a local market and a shopkeeper swears on his ancestors that this handmade trinket is one of a kind. Turns out it's mass-produced and you just paid 5 times the local price. Never buy souvenirs at the first place you see. Shop around, compare prices, and if possible, watch where the locals go. The helpful local. A friendly local insists on helping you with directions, carrying your bags, or showing you around. You thank them and then, boom, they demand money for their services. Sometimes they will guilt-trip you, insisting they spent their time helping you and that a tip is only fair. In more aggressive cases, they may refuse to leave until you pay them, or even create a scene to pressure you into handing over money. Some scammers work in pairs. One distracts you with their kindness, while the other pickpockets you. Others lead you to specific shops or restaurants where they get a commission if you buy something. In more extreme cases, they might even lead you into a sketchy area where their friends are waiting to demand money. A simple rule: if someone approaches you with unsolicited help, be polite but firm and decline. If you genuinely need assistance, seek out a uniformed worker, a store employee, or use a navigation app. Always trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Traveling is one of the greatest joys in life, but nothing ruins a trip faster than getting scammed. Knowing these tricks can help you stay one step ahead and keep your vacation stress-free. Have you ever been scammed while traveling? Drop your story in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone planning a trip soon. Stay safe out there, and happy travels.